Attack
Is
on
he still
pick
going?
one.
Oh, go ahead. What have we got?
So we've got Jacob as our mythic rare, which is takes a while to get going. Good card advantage in the end, and obviously, like even if he hit lands off of it, that's an extra draw. So I think that's a fine card, quite slow. Archgall of Thraben's great if you actually get exploit cards in the exploit deck, unlike our last one.
And
I'm
everything
happy
else
to
is
go
fairly
for
medium. Yeah.
yeah, like Griff Rider's fine. I'm happy to go for the Mythic unless you particularly want to go for anything.
No, that's I think the pick here.
Yeah. See where we end up. So wants to be in a bit of a slower deck, but other than that, whatever. So we've got the blue-white, decent. It doesn't have flying itself. Oh, it makes a flyer when it comes in, regardless, though. So that's not bad. Don't really want a Cloak Cadet in blue-green. If we're trying to force this. Scattered Thoughts is fine. What do you think, Jack? Anything jumping out at you?
I think regardless of what you, if you, so regardless of which of the green cards you take, you'll be signaling green left anyway, because there's so many good green cards here.
Yeah.
The white,
I'm
the red, and
tempted to
the blue
take
are all
the.
pretty bad, but so I would take the Brian Coma because it's the best blue card
Yeah.
out of all of them.
You mean Brian Kuma?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, what we got here? Nothing really exciting for white blue. So I mean, Heirloom is like fine ramp and fixing. We want to stay a bit more open. Flourishing Hunter's nice and green. I quite like it. Any big drop that then gains life is just really good, I think. Guest is good in your. Oh, I thought it was good in the life. Oh yeah, it is good in the life game deck.
Yep.
Um,
This is a terrible pack.
yeah, it's not great.
I mean, yeah, you could speculate on the Hunter for
Or I
green.
could take like
This,
the Scab just in case we end up blue
yeah,
black.
the Scab is fine otherwise as well.
Yeah, I mean it could make its way into blue white as well. Like with disturbed creature, if we get disturbed creatures, we're not too mad about sacrificing them. So oh well, there's the Bride's Gown just after the other one, so they combo together, don't they? Some really good white stuff.
Yeah, this card is
Slightly
imprisonment.
worried about how much we're part. Like infantry is obviously it's not incredible, but it's just really efficient.
Yep.
Shield Breaker, more so for white green, but I think most decks would be happy with Shield Breaker.
Yeah, again, fantastic card.
Yeah.
It's another rough one like that. That green pack earlier, where again, you're right. The amount of stuff that's here to pass. It's good because it means colors are probably open to your right, but your left is going to be getting big signals saying, "Oh yeah, okay, this is still fine."
Yeah.
And there's not much else here that would be worth.
Yeah, like Wash Away
Otherwise,
it is good. I just really like Imprisonment and have a bias against counterspells. So I think regardless, Hypnotist isn't really what we want to be doing. Geist is good in blue-white.
Yeah, I like the Geist.
Seeing some good like green-red stuff, although that's very far away from where we're at. So hopefully that's kind of a one-off.
Yeah,
I really
don't know if it's just
completely
people.
switch archetypes.
Yeah, wanting the Flourishing Hunters to come around or something to that effect. That could be a. I think Grizzly Rituals also quite late there, although it's 6 mana, so I kind of get it. But
this is all quite fine. So Cruel Witness is decent. You can mill over some of your disturbed cards. That's just value. Stitched Assistant is fine. I think I'm interested in the Witness for more flyers.
Yeah, so 3/3 flyer is strong enough.
Yeah. And then, yeah, casting the enchantment side of your disturbed cards lets you trigger that ability as well, so that's not too bad. Okay. Lantern kind of cycles. We're not married to white, so I suppose we could speculate on being something else like red. And this is kind of a blue-red card.
That's not
Or
the,
we can
not the
take
worst.
like an OK2 in Vampire Slayer.
I think Vampire Slayer is also fine. Yeah, I think that's a decent pick.
Yeah, I think if we had more twos, I'd use that pack to speculate. I
Oh,
like a Lantern
okay.
Bearer.
Yeah, I love a Lantern Bearer. That seems decent.
Fear of Death would be okay as well.
I'm very
What you can
confused by the
do,
packs going around. Yeah.
it's not too bad. Some good green, like late game green. Blue seems fairly open. White
But there was,
might
yeah,
start
again,
being cut off, I think.
mm,
What you
there
can
was
do
no,
with
there was, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
the Kuma is
Hmm.
you can enchant an opponent's creature if you're playing a lot of like imprisonments and whatnot that's gonna enchant their creature. You put it on theirs and then you get a 1/1 flyer.
Very nice.
Something to consider. Could play the Geist. This is definitely the deck where the Geist is the strongest. Or we could take like a Wash Away, which is also strong. I think I'll take the Geist here.
Yeah, I like that.
We might see the other Wash Away, to be honest. Scatter Thoughts is good in this deck. Fills the yard with Disturb cards. Rescue, I just think is quite overcosted.
Does feel a bit like that.
I think it's
Hmm.
Thoughts here for me. We
Yeah,
had
that
some
seems
higher
fine.
drops. I think I'd maybe be looking at Heirloom, but our curve isn't too high at the moment.
I think this
Maybe
could
I
be the
take an
deck.
Heirloom here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was going to say this
Or do
could
you
be the
think
deck that
Beguiler?
actually wants Beguiler. Yeah.
We'll give Beguiler a go. Why not? I think I'll take a Wash Away over a Blood Servitor.
Yeah, very much like that.
Uncommon for Bolt, I guess.
Hmm.
Spirit might make it. Oh,
Love that.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll make it.
One color
Ooh.
rare. Let's go.
Yeah,
Very
we do take those.
not just one color, but both. So it turns something into Geist of St. Draft, basically.
Yes. No, very much do like this effect. Yeah, despite how slow it is, obviously. But you know what? Geist was. I mean, I don't know if Geist in Modern Standard would be that much of a problem.
Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest.
Because I remember Geist feeling insurmountable in Standard in original Innistrad block. So, you know.
I think it's infantry here for me.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd rather, if we can replace Vampire Slayers with more infantries, I think that would be better in this deck, so...
Yeah, that does sound better.
very
Hopefully
solid
something
two for
like
us.
the Shield Basher or the Spirit on
Or
the
the
wheel.
Wilds. I'll take a Wild.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Ooh.
It's just... Well, it's just an all-around good card. If you're the one on the aggressive, you use tap. If you're one on the defensive, you use the doesn't untap, so... Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I like that.
I think the Skulker is worse than I thought initially. I think it might be a bit too slow. So yeah, but very happy with the Geist here. Okay. Ancestor does the whole graveyard stuff. Do really like a Griff Rider. And it could be good.
Yeah.
It's nice having flyers, like more flyers to disturb onto.
Absolutely. If we get some more, well, I say like the Dorothea effect is quite relevant. The Drogskull infantry effect is relevant.
Yeah, and
You know,
we've got
couple more of
a
those
few flyers anyway,
yeah.
and I think we've got a few things that can train it as well. Both of these guys can train it, like the Witness. Yeah, I think we could do okay training that one. Have a check in with the boys.
How are they getting on? Oh,
They're doing
good.
fine.
Excellent.
Thank you, boys. I think Drake is good in this deck.
Yeah, Drake seems good in this deck.
Because disturbing onto it draws us a card as well.
Yeah, it actually draws
Um,
cards in this deck, which is quite
yeah.
relevant.
And a nice early aggressive
Yeah.
flyer is good as well.
Yep.
Journal is fine, but very slow. We've seen a couple of times now, I think. Or it might be, I think I had it in an off-stream draft.
Oh no, we had it in an on-stream one as well. It just didn't get there. So yeah, it was always like rough to cast to get actual counters on it,
Yeah.
and then if you're waiting for the counters to be able to be put on it, it was just getting behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Another gift. Love it. Not too much else for us here, to be honest. Like, I'd either take a Retriever or a Wild. I'd probably take Wild if Kuma wasn't here.
Yeah. I think that's decent.
Super late Skull Scab. I think I'd take another Rider here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most relevant card here. Definitely, Stitch's Assistant's
Yeah.
fine as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer more
going all in on the flyer.
flyers. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Though we're getting quite heavy on 3s anyway. I suppose Wonderlight Spirit probably won't make it, considering our other 3s, so get rid of that. How much Disturb do we have so far? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Disturb cards so far. Okay. Stance could be okay since it's at least versatile.
Yeah, it's kind of removal, so I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the strongest thing here. I'm quite down on most of the cleave cards, to be honest.
I mean, well, I think Wash Away is because that's cancel.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better in this set than it is out in any other way. You know, because again, you can get the Disturb cards, you can get those sort of
like if
other effects in the one, or it's just cancel, which is fine.
Yeah,
in limited.
if I'm the counter spell deck, I'm happy with just a 3-cost cancel because a lot of times in you know when you're in a draft environment, your 3-cost counter spell might be conditional, or it might be. I think I'll take an Entomber because I don't think we're running another 3. Not sure we're running Entomber either. I think I'd run another Binding Geist though.
That's a strong one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super high on this scab because I don't think we're really picking up a lot of instants and sorceries that I really want to play. Other than like Scattered Thoughts. And then why not? Don't think we'll run 2, but oh well. Okay, that's definitely not for us. Quite a few things for us though. Catgeist.
I've not
the
seen that
Disturb
card.
ability on a flyer is fantastic.
Okay,
the Lancer is also pretty good.
I've seen that before. Yes, that does.
And Heron's good for us as well.
I mean, because it has the Disturb aspect to it, probably the Catgeist.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's a 2. That's an actual good 2.
Although having a lifelinker could be important. Maybe it's the Catgeist. Oh my god, there's so much good stuff.
Oh wow.
Twinblade Geist is fantastic. Quartermaster's fantastic.
And then there's Retribution, which is also very good.
Yeah. I think for me it's between these two. Well, I suppose... What's our removal like? It's fairly non-existent, right? Got Imprisonment.
Yeah, kind of Valorous Stance, then
I think these two are too good to pass up.
Yeah. Do you take the Quartermaster?
Yeah. I think so.
Give you actual decent top end, yeah. But something good might come out of that pack. Come back, rather, out of that pack.
So... I might run a Minister. It's good with the couple of training cards we've got. I'm not sure we will run it, but I think it's better than anything else here for us, really. Don't think I'd run a Syncopate.
I think there's an argument for taking a rescue in case you get one of the really Enchantment Matters cards come around. But
Yeah.
yeah, otherwise it's kind of much of a muchness.
Maybe a Cradle. We've got stuff that definitely benefits from playing like a Cradle.
Hmm.
2 Brine Combers and a what's his face? Storm Chaser Drake.
Yep.
All
So
we're
I could see
pretty
that
happy with that.
being not too bad.
Yeah. Certainly one of the first things on the chopping block, probably.
Hmm.
A
Oh, okay.
few
Here's
good
some
things for
stuff.
us. Fleeting Spirit is
I hate it so much.
it's I actually think this is a good card. But this is
Okay.
already a 3/1, which is fine.
Hmm.
And then the extra abilities just really really help you out, I think. Or we can take a Nurturing Presence, which is also good in this deck.
Hmm.
I don't even know what it took.
It took the
I took the
nurturing
present.
presence.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. I'm alright with that.
Oh, here's the heron you wanted.
I like a Heron now.
Yep.
I
What does the
think
Soul Cipher board do? I've never seen that.
the board wants to be in this deck, but I think it's too slow.
Yeah, that is a bit slow.
Yeah,
The
like
spirit's good though.
great card
Yeah.
advantage and everything. But the problem is as well, like the spirit can only block creatures with flying, so like even once you get to the point where it's not so slow anymore, you
Oh,
want to be on the aggressive.
distracting Geist. Very happy with that.
Yeah, finding guys to be pretty good as well. So still some good stuff coming around. I've heard people say Boarded Window is actually quite good. I suppose it's pretty hard to hit you for 4 once you make them all -1 and -0. I don't think we're
Yeah,
running another Heron Blessed Geist.
yeah. I think it's
So I
worth
think I'll...
taking,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
think
we
we
run
run
it.
it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Lancer or Heron? I think I like the Heron for the life gain.
Yeah, I think we were relatively light on 4.
Yeah, we are quite light
So
on
it's
4.
not the worst. Oh, okay.
So I think it's either Scattered Thoughts or Kindly Ancestor for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's the Thoughts.
Yeah, I think that seems fair. I'm not sure if we run 2 of them, but I think that's probably more likely than the Ancestor.
I do think the Ancestor's like fine. I
Yeah,
think the Thoughts is just good. Alright, got quite a lot of cuts to make, but that's...
we do. We
Well,
ended up with a fairly coherent deck,
yeah.
which
Nice to play
is
white.
good.
I think I've not done white blue on stream. I think I've done white blue off stream.
Mm.
So I'm thinking at this point, Gradle probably goes.
Yep.
Not sure the Entombers make it. Let's separate creature and non-creature. Minister's definitely on the chopping block. Wash Away can be on the chopping block since we're a tap-out deck. Vampire Slayer could be if our 2s are good enough without it. I think they might be.
It looks like that might be.
Will's a fine trick, but definitely cuttable. Bride's Gown. Okay, but definitely cuttable.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the stance because we're pretty low
Yep.
on removal. And you know it's a trick as well, which is nice. I
Yeah.
think the presence has enough synergy that I like it in this deck. Boarded Window could be cut. I like all of those. Imprisoment's important. I like 2 Herons. I like Witness. I think I like 2 Scattered Thoughts because I think we need them for card advantage. Like, outside of those, I guess Drake, Catgeist, and Spectre give us card advantage.
Yeah, I don't hate keeping them at all, so I think that's fine.
Beguiler and Geist could be in the chopping block, so we need to do... Oh, not Quartermaster. So what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I
9.
cut all of those, one more cut. Could it be a land?
We're quite low, but I don't.
If we so, I think like Ben S says, the way he thinks about it is, if he's fine being stuck on 3 for a while, he'll go down to 16. The only thing I'm thinking about is just like our disturb costs are like extra stuff on top of our curve.
I think
Anything particularly weak that's more like we could cut one scattered thoughts. There was more card advantage at the 2-drop bit that I kind of forgot about.
Yeah. How many creatures are we at?
19.
19. I'm just thinking we could cut. So how many creatures of ours train the Griff Riders?
Dorothea, although only once.
Yeah.
And yeah, the ability wouldn't work because they'd have already attacked, I think. They'd have missed the training trigger. In terms of the spirit it makes. Infantry makes it so something else can train them. Bearer kind of does the same because it does +1/+1. Presence could do that. Geist does train it. 3 Binding Geists do train it. Aaron doesn't. Witness does. And Quartermaster does.
Okay.
It's a fair amount of training.
Yeah, I think
It's got the least synergy, I guess.
that's what I was thinking. And then also, is Jacob too slow?
I don't think so.
That's the only other thing I would question.
I think I'm happy enough with the rest of our deck in terms of applying pressure that I think the card advantage out of Jake. Like, if I were to get rid of Jacob, I think I'd rather just get rid of a Scattered Thoughts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I could see cutting a Griff Rider. That's how many flyers we've got. So we're not hurting for flyers to disturb onto, and Bearer gives flying anyway. So it's not, it's not the worst cut.
Yeah, I don't hate this.
And then land distribution, slightly more blue, seems fine.
Yeah, you want to be wanting to crawl witness before you quartermaster, so that makes sense. And then the disturb cost wise,
I think most of the disturb
that's
costs
more
are
relevant.
just similar to
what
their
we got.
casting cost. Any deck names that jump out at you?
I think it has to be because it's spirits, it's ghosts, bargain booze.
For fuck's sake. She'd be so happy.
I want to make it happen. I want to make it happen.
Slowly taking over. Hey, I feel like my webcam keeps like drifting.
Oh yeah, you slightly. Yeah, you
I think I'm just drifting. We got a good sleeve. Bargain booze.
It's happening. It doesn't look like it. I mean,
that's kind of spirity.
Yeah, the Wanderer I do like.
Or I could just go for a Mimi one.
That would also be fine.
I love him. He's so good. Right. Oh, let's go. And I think that means I can turn on dog cam.
Ta-da!
They shouldn't be in the way. If you notice that they're in the way, let me know.
I don't think they will be.
It should just. I did like a match with Sparky and tried to get the dimensions right so that they don't get in the way of anything. Yeah, this seems fine.
Yeah, this is okay.
We'll need
option.
another blue to eventually transform Jacob, but that's fine.
Mhm. Red.
Yeah, so the only thing about Jacob is if we're exiling stuff and he dies, then obviously it's gone. Not that you go down a card, it's just looting, but something to keep in mind.
Hmm.
This has first strike when it attacks, so this doesn't really block it well. Next turn we're probably looking at Griff Rider. Does that change anything?
Not really.
Do you think maybe get Jacob out there to start sifting through stuff, or
I mean,
infantry?
he does something. The infantry obviously threatens an attack
Infantry can
back.
attack
But
back, yeah, which might be relevant at the moment.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I think maybe infantry.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
We can even save Jacob until we're at the point where it's like we can just activate him as soon as we've done the draw and discard. Heirloom is very good against
That's
us.
very annoying.
Think it's just Griff Rider and smash with the infantry.
Yeah, I like that.
The next turn we could Nurturing Presence on the infantry if we want to grow the Griff Rider.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Then I suppose we play Jacob alongside that. Traveller. Maybe I'll switch plans and imprisonment that. I don't really want to sack anything to it. But I suppose that would be the turn after. So I could still go double 2. Or I could play Heron. I do like getting Nurturing Presence on the Heron.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
For the extra lifelink damage.
Mhm.
So maybe this turn.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
this
you know,
turn would just be Heron then.
if you wanted to do that, that sounds fine. I was thinking also there's obviously the option of doing what you said initially, playing Jacob and the Nurturing Presence. Because obviously the Nurturing Presence makes the Spirit. You could sack the Spirit to the Traveller to give you the extra turn anyway.
I think sacking to Traveller is kind of a trap.
I suppose you could just block it with the Spirit as well. That is an option.
Yeah.
And then
I think
imprison it. Yeah.
I think I'm going Heron this turn. Smash with Rider. No point in swinging infantry. Decline.
Do you get lumped for 5?
Yeah, that's true. No, I needed that. What's that do? Oh, one or both. Okay. Okay. Biff. Biff.
Significant biff.
Okay, if we save the presence for Drake, then we'll draw a card. So
Yeah,
Imprisonment Invader. Then I guess it would just be play Drake. We can leave infantry black back to block guest and swing with Rider, I guess.
Yeah. I still think we
Not
take a
got
lot of
good-
damage. But
yeah,
yeah.
well, we've not got a good block on the first striker anyway. It's not a card we want to see. If I block there, I take 1 from that, plus 5, I go to 1. But otherwise I'm chumping. If I go to 1, they've got 2 attackers next turn. Although they can give haste to something, which is annoying. I can have like 3 blockers if I wanted. There's 4. I think I block like this still.
Okay.
So we can either go presence plus infantry.
So do you presence first onto the Drake to draw a card? Just to see what you got?
Yeah, because it's the lower mana play. Although infantry is almost like I definitely want to do that, so that we've got okay blocks. So maybe I start with that instead.
Okay.
If they've got removal, we're fucked. But
Dorothea's
okay,
alright.
Dorothea can block as well, so I guess we play her. They'll probably like save an exile for her. I don't think we can attack because they can give stuff haste. If they play two things, we could still be dead as well. Or an on-creature spell now. Yeah, I think we're just...
Heirloom.
Oh. Why did they...
Oh, they node.
That is weird. Could have just won, right? Oh no, it doesn't give haste. It just buffs.
Oh no, it has haste, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we can block the Celebrant, which kills it, and then this goes to our graveyard. Okay. So, I mean, any non-creature spell kills us. We need like a Heron. Or is that our only life gain?
Yes, I believe so.
So we need 3 blockers, including one that can block the trample. This is only really good on attacks. I mean, this can stop the trample, but we lose the creature. Kind of like getting Geist out there, because at least then, when it dies, we can do the enchant stuff. It, like Geist plus Jacob? And then I suppose...
You could Geist
or I could Nurture and Presence
on the Drake. That gives you a block on the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe...
that first Deceiver the Darkness, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think that changes anything.
Guys. No, I think we keep going with Binding Geist then. And we can't swing.
No, just in case. I mean, you could swing with the Griff Rider.
I did that. Well, I can't swing with Griff Rider without swinging something else. I swing, Drake's our best blocker, so yeah, that's a shame. Because, like, a couple of biffs like that and they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so they'll definitely exile our Dorothea now. Although, at least that, it kind of means they're not exiling the Geist, the Binding Geist, which is might be more important in this board.
Oh yeah, they could. I was good. So they could absolutely. Well, that's good.
Well, Master's a good draw. But +1. We're not at the point where we could like attack and they'd have to chump or something, are we? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Lethal, but they'd have blocks. And then we'd die on the way back. Yeah, we can't do that. Okay. But, play Quartermaster. Where are we putting the counters? Maybe on Drake.
One on Drake seems good, and then
Griff
maybe
Rider?
one on... Yeah. Lethal Flyers.
Yeah, fuck me,
suppose
we're on
now
a
you...
knife's edge because any non-creature spell kills it. Oh my gosh. They must be so mad that they're destroying lands. I would be. I think the problem with the webcam is, because I've made it a lot smaller for me than it used to be, like, any drifting puts me way out of where I would normally be. Can we kill him yet? Play 2 creatures, buffs Drake by 2.
I think you get a big attack, definitely, with the Drake.
Then, if we swing all, that's...
Drake would be...
It's not going to
an
trample over.
8/7?
So they could chump that there. Take 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, 11. So Geist wouldn't really do the extra. So I think we're doing Kuma and Geist right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes the Drake an 8/7, which is quite significant.
Yeah. Oh, and we get another spirit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you get another spirit from the Boomer.
Can we safely swing with the Drake?
Yes, absolutely. They've only got 1 flyer.
Yeah. So I think it's just Drake. What do you think, like, Rider as well?
Yeah, I think Rider for the training is fine. Because then you've got 3 flying blockers. And what was it, like 3 regular blockers as well? Yeah, you need to kill them quickly, otherwise.
Otherwise, Flame Breather kills us.
Yeah.
Alright, so they're dead next turn if they don't draw well.
Okay.
Oh, I bet it was a land. I know that feel.
I do know that feel. Well, that was good.
Yeah. He just, like, sits near me sometimes because he knows... I think it's because he knows that generally sitting means a treat.
That's a wise fella.
He is. Good boy.
Very good boy.
One of them literally shat the bed.
Yesterday.
Their own bed, not ours.
Yeah.
But fuck me, it's an arse to clean. It did end up being machine washable, their beds, but getting it dry, it can't be tumble dried.
Yeah.
It's not like it's ridiculously sunny and warm right now. This is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. Are we on the play? We are on the play.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Obviously,
is exactly what you want to be on the play.
Jacob's not going to be the aggressive turn 2 play, but can start banking some cards with him. Swing first. So if we play Kuma and then maybe bank Heron, or I suppose we could bank the Valorous stance. Although, yeah, that's not bad, because then, like, in terms of when we want to use the removal part, that's going to be later on anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or
I think into green it's relevant, definitely.
Yeah. And then we can do that in there. I was less definite that, like, I might want to play something else rather than Kuma. I'd have looted in our turn. Okay, so they can train that, and obviously that gives them good blocks against us. This toughness. Oh, it is. So we could kill Sharpshooter.
Okay.
Which might be worth it to get our flyers in.
I think Binding Geist has a good block on the Disciple as well, so potentially you can blow them out.
So in which case, maybe I bank the Heron?
Yeah, don't mind that.
Jacob. I mean, we'll see what we draw. Dream Shackle go. Okay, that's better. So I think, yeah, bank the Heron maybe. And then we'll just play Dream Shackle guys most likely.
Yeah.
Could use the ability now to try and hit our land drop. And then in which case, what are we banking? So I could now bank the stance because Dream Shackle Geist can tap down Sharpshooter anyway. So I don't mind that. Oh, now I'll do Scattered Thoughts, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll tap you down. Got flyers in. And then if they want to train this, we can just keep it tapped down instead.
So good point. That is a bit of a pickle for them.
I was in hysterics the other day because I think I was just like laid in bed after we'd just woke up or something, and I just kept thinking about Harvey Jack, you need to be biffed.
Yep.
Laughing
he did it the night
arse
after as well. Yeah, he did it the night after straight away as well. I'm like laying down, I'm facing my back to the room, and suddenly I start feeling boff, boff, boff. And I'm like, oh great, okay, great stuff.
Biffing time.
It was biffing time.
Right, I think I'll use Jacob now, try and hit the land drop.
Yep.
Did hit the land drop, so I think now I bank stance because I'm just going to keep the Sharpshooter tap down anyway.
Yep.
So land, and then I like Binding Geist just to block the Ancestor.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think Double Spell seems attractive here, but the actual stats on the Binding Geist are right. Yeah.
And then we'll keep your Reach creature tap down, swing our flyers. Kuma doesn't fly.
Of course he doesn't. Lazy Kuma. Okay.
It's fine. They might have a trick, but I'm not that bothered.
Nope. We take that. Weaver, okay.
Okay, so we've already got land. I guess I'll activate Jacob now, because it might change what I want to do this turn. And then another land could be good. Imprisonment's good though. What do I want to get rid of? I kind of want land because I want to get up to Jacob's 6 cost.
I think it's probably Cat Geist because it's a bit win more.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's doing the card advantage anyway, if we can get to 6. So now we can go Plains, and then we can go Imprisonment and a 2 if we want.
I think getting infantry out is probably a decent play.
Yeah.
And then which
maybe I don't Imprisonment. I almost think I just like Geist their Disciple.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, 2 seconds. My door's just gone.
Yeah, no worries. Won't let the Sharpshooter untap. So our flyers. Oh, so I'm glad we saved the Imprisonment.
Yep, happy with that.
Oh, you're back.
Yep. That's
Although,
not what I wanted to say.
If we hit 6 anyway, then double block this. Which I don't mind, because then maybe we can just, like, disturb onto a flyer.
Yeah, double disturb's fine. They're tapped out, so... Oh, sorry.
No worries. Okay, so we do hit 6. So... we can cast one of these for free after transforming him. So it's probably just Valorous Stance, kill the Hunter. We'll go from there. And we can get rid of a land now. Okay, and yeah, we'll just do this. Get the Sharpshooter tap down. No point in swinging with the Kuma. Alright. Decent spot. Hopefully they can't get rid of the Insight, and then it's all gas from there, to be honest. I don't think I took it. We transformed the Insight, and I used the Valorous Stance to kill their Flourishing Hunter.
Love that. Excellent
and now,
stuff.
yeah, I was just saying, if they can't get rid of Insight, then we've just got gas. Like, tons of gas. Even, like, if we really want even more card advantage, we can cast the Scattered Thoughts for free for this.
I do like doing that, actually. Another Weaver.
So we've got Lethal in the air if they don't have anything. I think I'd just take the one anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I could chump, but I feel like I'd rather be chumping something bigger. Okay. So yeah, we could just infantry on one of our flyers, and I think we just win. Is there anything they could have?
I was thinking Valorous Stance would not work because they would all be at least 3 tough, most 3 toughness.
Yeah.
So that seems
The
fine.
damage spell, the instant speed, their creature does damage to ours. Is there any way to play around that? I suppose we could Scattered Thoughts to try and find something that plays around that.
I mean, it's worth doing anyway, isn't it? Just to see what you get.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you're going to really want to play. I mean, maybe Heron, but yeah. I think that Scattered Thoughts is fine.
Okay. I'll take a Plains and a Quartermaster.
Okay.
And then I suppose Quartermaster does the same thing as infantry anyway.
Just gives you an
Although
extra
infantry, infantry lets me double spell, so I can have an extra body anyway.
Mhm.
So I guess I'll put this on the bearer because it's the thing I don't mind dying the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's GG. Nice. All right, I'm glad we got to use Jacob.
Mm. Yeah, he was good though, definitely.
I think in combination with our other blue rare that kept them like tapped down and stuff, we just have really good control that game.
Absolutely. That felt very relevant.
Yeah. I'm liking blue-white so far as an archetype.
Hmm.
Sorry, if you see me lovingly looking off to the side, I'm just looking at the dogs.
Oh. No, I can totally understand
boys.
that. They are.
Even if they shit the bed. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, this is good. I like this.
Big curve energy. Could use something to be able to train that Griff. Obviously, eventually Quartermaster will let us do it.
Yeah.
Okay. best. Alright, really need to land.
Yeah, come on, land. What's the chances? What maths we got? 47%. I like
Okay.
47%.
Didn't hit a land,
I'll
but
do.
this does train the rider.
Yeah, I'll take that.
We can still swing with everything because they've not got good blocks. Which, I mean, done quite a bit of damage already.
As they are chunked considerably.
Or biffed.
Oh, absolutely biffed.
That's when it attacks. Oh, there's 4th land. So we can attack with Geist, it'll die to the statue.
I think that's fine to prevent the statue from flipping, and also, or
Although, I could do the minus on the statue, and then they'd have to block with Socialite instead,
I
because it's
like
only...
that.
Yeah, I think I
Or-
prefer that.
Yeah, it does stop you from swinging with the infantry.
Infantry. But there's...
But
I
that's
mean, I
fine.
wouldn't be swinging with the infantry regardless, because they just free block it with the Socialite.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're doing this. Train that, and then, yeah, we're doing it on the statue, aren't we?
Mhm.
They don't want to block with Socialite.
You've accidentally trained the statue.
Okay, cool. So they do block. And this is why it's good to biff early, because then people have to make shitty blocks. We just scattered thoughts in their turn, represent a counter spell.
Absolutely.
Don't see any point in binding geisting the statue.
Ooh. One blue alchemist retrieval? Or are they just
Well, you
rotating?
wanna tick up the counters anyway. To be fair.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it stick for a little bit and be like, no, I won't counterspell that. No. Very important to really fake it. Another land and Drake seems good to me.
Yeah.
We can play Quartermaster this turn. Which would let the infantry attack past the Ancestor. That seems good.
That does seem very good.
And we've still got blocks on it with the Quartermaster. We've done such a biffing. 20-2. When that transforms, they don't have to pay anything, and our creatures come in tap. Our creatures coming in tap doesn't really matter, because we've not got haste and we don't really need to be blocking. Do we trade? I don't think we trade, because we can just Binding Geist that later on anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's better to keep the flyer, since don't seem to have a lot of answers to flyers right now. So they're dead in the air unless they've got something.
I mean, they can flip the statue, but that's...
Yeah, that's just a 5/5.
Yeah.
Okay, carry
Okay,
it back,
that's
get back that guy. Okay. What do I want? So we got 6 mana. So we can either go Scattered Thoughts in a 2, or, well, most different combinations to be fair. I don't think there's a way we can win this turn. Unless we Scattered Thoughts into... I don't even know what. I don't think there's anything that wins this turn. I do want to Binding Geist that Ancestor this turn.
Valorous Stance wins this turn. Oh no, it doesn't. The Ancestor
Doesn't
is
kill
a thing.
the...
I thought the Ancestor... For some reason, I was like, the Ancestor's binding. are alright. Oh, Binding would win.
No, it doesn't win.
Yeah, because you could do it on the bat.
Yeah, but it does -2, -A, so they still have a chumper.
No, not Binding Geist. The Cigarda's Imprisonment. My apologies.
Oh, if we draw it, yeah, I meant draw
Oh,
with
we can't play
Scattered
it.
Thoughts, though. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I think
we can't play it. That's fine.
I'm gonna bind the Ancestor.
Yep.
Play a land. Suppose I can swing first, because none of that's going to advantage us. They have to chump. So now we could disturb onto the infantry, or just play like a Kuma, and then we get to disturb onto that, which might be better.
I think that sounds better. Gives you more
Another
bodies.
flyer, yeah.
I mean, if they're playing the black-white cleave board wipe thing, then perhaps it feels bad, but
Yeah. But
this
then we
feels
get to
better
go
than
like
most things.
Drake into put the aura on the Drake, and then later
Yeah.
maybe even. I know the extra double flying doesn't do a lot. Okay, they're gonna get rid of the bearer. Fair dues. This card's actually performed quite well. It looks really like meh, but it's so relevant, and the life gain's really relevant because I think it's a fairly fast set.
Yeah, they can't socialite. Oh, they can because of the
Voice of the
Thresher?
Blast.
No, they can't.
I want this for constructed. Such a good life gain card. So they haven't got the mana to disturb this.
Does
So I can
creatures
just
entering
kill it.
taps do anything to us?
Not really. I don't think so.
So you just kill it?
It would just, yeah, I think so. I mean, it lets them disturb next turn, so they can go to 5. They've not got flying blockers.
Oh yeah, maybe maybe you don't, because then they can put it on the Thresher.
There's no way I can win next turn, is there?
No.
Annoying. Yeah, maybe I just take it.
Yeah, I think you just take.
But
I don't think you
can't
let them
gain
put that on
more
the Thresher.
later.
Yeah, because you can do 4 damage this turn flying.
Yeah.
You land Scattered Thoughts and see what you do, because at that point.
Yeah, I think so. If I hit like a Nurturing Presence, I can win.
Yep, that would do it.
Do I need double white for anything? No, but double blue could do something, so let's, yeah. There it is. Nurturing Presence, and just in case it doesn't work...
Binding Guy? Oh, Binding Guy's
I guess
in
a
the
Cruel
graveyard of fine.
Witness.
Yeah, Cruel Witness, take that.
Then Presence wants to go on a flyer. It doesn't really matter which. Nice.
Hey.
Oh, I'm liking it today, Jack. I'm liking it.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does. Winning. Crazy. I think I took that ibuprofen.
You're
had about
too excited to take.
I've had about 3 separate instances of me going, oh yeah, I didn't take that, and then just not taking it. Fucking bargain booze.
It's the deck. It clearly it means. Yeah.
One more land, and I'm fairly happy with this.
I mean, 45%
is a 6
chance to draw
better
a
than
land?
this?
I think this is fine. Yeah. You are going first. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. Thing is, like, if I had the land, I would love to be going first with this hand. There we go.
Lovely
We do
stuff.
still want to get some like consecutive land draws to get up to these.
Yeah. No, that would be handy.
Yeah, and then like counter from Quartermaster onto Heron would be really good. This turn, do I want to swing?
Yeah.
I think so, because yeah, the Disciple will grow. on their turn
Yeah,
anyway,
you don't
and then I
necessarily
can't
have to
block
block
it.
on it. Yeah, exactly.
Then I think I just play Rider.
Yeah, that seems good.
Yeah, I think this Disciples actually performed quite well, generally. Better than I thought at first. It's so good at training. And obviously at worst it's a bear. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bear with upside. So
Yeah. Okay, I think playing Binding Geist is fine. I'm not sure I want to block with it. I think I want it to be aggressive for now.
yeah, I think so. Depends what they play. Yeah, that if they're doing that, then I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, so now we can shrink the infantry and still get in. And then Heron can block the infantry fine. So yeah, that seems just correct.
Oh, they didn't play a land.
That's good stuff. It took a hand like ours, but didn't get lucky.
Didn't get the win off of it. Yeah.
Alright, if they overload onto one creature as well, we're fine because we've got imprisonment. Although they'll probably split if they get the lands and everything. They'll probably spread the wealth.
Doesn't look like they got the land.
Oh, just another disciple. There's our land. Okay, we can shrink the disciple. If we're playing Quartermaster, which I think we are, definitely a counter on Heron. And then where does the other counter go?
Infantry?
Maybe. Or it could
blocks
go on the
normal
Geist.
Oh yeah, to make it stronger, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And like in a way, I suppose they're both good things to get targeted by removal. So, does that change anything actually? Removal. It could do if they go land into like the bite spell, and they could kill the Geist, but they couldn't kill the infantry. So maybe
Yeah,
it's better to put it on the infantry instead.
Yeah, I think that seems good.
I think I stay aggressive. They're dead next turn if they don't do something. Huge.
Yep. Love it.
I'd feel bad for them, but we've had that happen to us all the time. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'll make sure to DM that opponent afterwards. Send him the "Don't ask me to explain the arena auto shuffler" name. He'll love it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Send him the details of that guy that made the shuffler or whatever.
Oh, Jeffrey Stiefel. Oh.
I thought it was Jeffrey. Oh no, it is Jeffrey Steele. We thought it was Jeffrey Steele,
Yes.
and that he had a porn star name.
But not quite. No.
Which is a shame.
He's just got a name fit for Biffin. Which does me right. So that's fine.
Not amazing. I mean, we've got the double blue for witness. Ugh. Just a Valorant stance early without creatures on our side to even target with it seems pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't know if a 6 is better than it.
That's true.
You could obviously draw a 2.
Yeah.
That's good. You could draw.
Yeah, maybe I do keep.
Yeah, I mean, even Geist into Cruel Witness is not the worst progression of things.
Yeah, if we get the land, yeah, it's not too bad. And I suppose if they get anything too big out, we do have the stance. It's just.
Oh,
okay, there's the land. Okay, they've got a very slow start as well, so. Is sticking at 2 blue. Syncopate.
Oh, Syncopate, yep.
That's rough because I think that exiles. Yep. Okay, we'll see if we can land Witness. Oh, stop leaving up. Okay. I think I just pass with Scattered Thoughts up.
Okay.
Because it completely wastes their mana, because they're holding up the counter target creature or planeswalker spell.
Siphon Essence spell, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if they get 5, this becomes, like, ridiculous. So they can still have a Syncopate. Okay, that didn't stick at all, so... what do we want? We do need another Plains for Quartermaster.
So land Griff Rider?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the Cat Geist goes to the graveyard, doesn't it? So
yeah,
that's
which
good.
is what we want, yeah.
Ooh. Dream Shackle Geist,
Ooh.
nice as well. Do you kind of want to land that now? I suppose we can land that now and then hold up a Valorous stance. Which isn't bad to protect it.
Do you do the Geist first to protect from Syncopate, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't stick it all though, so I don't think they've got a Syncopate.
Yeah.
And then
Have it?
I guess I'll tap, but doesn't really
Doesn't
make
matter,
a difference right now.
Show them what you're all about.
Yeah.
So the -13 would be annoying, but they can't do that now because I think it's double black.
Yeah, that's true. They can get 2 creature cards back. They've not got anything in grave at the moment, but obviously the blood means they could discard something.
Okay. What you thinking?
I think I play Valorous Stance before declaring a blocker. If it goes through, then we block. If it doesn't go through, then we don't block.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, it goes through.
Obviously, they can get that back. But, I mean, that's very slow. So. Okay, so 4 mana up. They could still have that thing. We could double spell, which is the best against a counter spell.
Yeah, I like that. Well, Cat Geist onto the thing and then play the Griff Rider.
Dream Shackle Geist and the Griff Rider.
What one do you want to be countered? Cat Geist?
I want Griff Rider countered because I want the card advantage off Cat Geist because this is a grindy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I suppose it could be sticking because of the blood.
That is true.
All right, please no Alchemist Retrieval. And it's not the worst in the world. We don't go like down a card or anything. It was already in the graveyard. Nice. All right. Happy with that.
Oh, yes.
Give them the slappy pappy. What can that do? Oh, you went a bit. Oh, you're going a bit robot-y.
Oh dear.
Is that my end or yours? My internet's been a bit shit lately, so I don't know if it's my end or yours.
Not sure.
I don't really want that attacking, so I could imprison it.
I kind of like that.
3, and then... So I could do Cruel Witness plus Imprisonment.
Oh, I very much like that.
Suppose we can attack first?
Yeah,
Don't see a reason why not. Tap it down for what it's worth. Get to train. Oh yeah, because we might draw a card that we want to play as well.
Very true.
7 mana. I think I'm okay still going Witness. I like more damage over the life gain of Heron, so...
Went on the Witness protection plan.
True. very good. I like that.
There we go.
Do I want that in the grave? Probably not. Probably keep another flyer.
Yeah, I guess so.
If it was anything with Disturb, I'd definitely put it in the graveyard.
Oh, absolutely.
I was really trying to get off the deck there. Oh no, I've put it back.
Ah, I shuffled him back on there. Very rude.
Oh, that's quite nice. They managed to discard a specimen to the blood token.
Yeah, that's decent for them.
Yeah. Not really good against all these flyers, though.
Yeah, probably a little bit too slow for that sort of matchup.
Yeah.
They can go and get
I
their
suppose
flyer back,
that's-
is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. That's the only thing about using the imprisonment there and the security, but I just think, like, letting them straight draw a card with the blood token just seems bad.
To be
And I
honest,
mean, we
one
can,
flyer
we
is
can
not a
just,
problem.
yeah, and just tap
You
it
can
down,
tap it.
can't we? So
Absolutely.
4, 5, 6, 7. So we could go like Quartermaster plus probably Storm Chaser Drake.
Yep.
And then yeah, Quartermaster lets us train as well, which is sick. So we don't want to put one on Rider, so that means we're putting on Witness, and yeah, they were probably dead there. Yeah, they were dead even without the training. That was sick, Jack. This is the deck.
Very much like that. Very love it.
Really want to pet the dogs, but they're sleeping.
Oh.
They've got little, like, you know when their paws just go a little bit whilst they're
Yeah,
sleeping?
I can see
Doing that
Max
around.
twitching, bless him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Couple of cuties. I wish I could get the lighting better, but because the sofa's just below the window, it really fucks with the lighting.
I mean, like, I say Moab's in perfect view, but
Yeah.
Max, bless him. Because he's white as snow.
Yeah, he's like
He is
blending into
resplendent.
the...
Yeah.
Well, he is an angel, so, you know, that works. People, like, when we're taking them for a walk recently, people are like, oh, what breed are they? Romanian? Like, they're just all sorts of different breeds.
They are a dog.
Yeah.
That is confirmed.
Dog breed?
Yep.
I mean, Max definitely has Staffy, and Moab definitely has German Shepherd. Anything else in them, I've got no... Like, people keep saying Collie for Max, but I think you can get that colouring from breeds other than Collie.
When you said Moab definitely got German Shepherd in him, he looked
Yeah.
up at you and went, I did like a most dismissive little... Bless him.
So we're on the draw. We don't have a lot of blue mana, but we don't have a lot of blue to play. It feels kind of bad.
Does feel a little bit bad. We do have more blue in the deck, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's always a good chance of drawing that.
Yellow. Mulligan button doesn't exist. There it is. Never punished. Except
Never
for
punished.
all those other drafts we've done, but today we're never punished. Jeffrey Steele or whatever is too scared of you, Jack, to fuck with us.
Absolutely.
I don't mind playing Catgeist here because
Yeah, I was thinking that. If they don't play anything else, then obviously it
it kind
punishes
of
their
means
attack.
they have to hold back the wolf, yeah.
Mm.
And if they play something good, we could imprisonment it if they've got like something good back on blocks.
Mm. Yeah, I like that play.
Might be a removal here. Which, again, I'm fine with that. Catgeist kind of wants to die. The black-green mostly does like self-mill... Oh, no, wait. Black-green does some self-mill stuff and some toughness matters, which I suppose the wolf is really good in. Since it would be 4/4 on their turn.
Okay. Not that mana efficient, so but it does do the job.
Okay. I mean, Binding Geist will end up being good.
Hmm.
So I think that's the play here. I don't really want to Imprisonment a Disciple.
No.
Like, I could have Presence the Catgeist, but then they get like a 2-for-1 essentially.
Yeah, I think you can always do that next turn as well with the ability to play Drogsko Infantry as well. At that point, it's a 3/3,
Yeah.
which is more relevant in terms of the attacks.
Okay, Socialite, we can Shrink. And they can use the Disciple. We could Imprisonment the Socialite. Which I don't hate, because on the attacks, and we're kind of on the defensive this game.
Hmm.
On the attacks, it could hurt quite a lot. So Imprisonment that, and then we
Play
could
Lantern
attack with
Bearer.
Binding Geist.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can't get in
I
with the
don't mind that.
Catgeist still. And then I suppose, now that we've got Lantern Bearer, I don't mind chumping with Catgeist.
Hmm. I could
So then we
see
can
that.
just put it on that. Looks like they're sacking the blood token.
Going digging.
They've gone the Orzhov sleeves to throw us off. I like it. Very good. Or maybe green is their splash, somehow. Okay, we're attacking with both. Feels bad to only chump 2 damage. But I think it's probably worth it, because I just feel like the Catgeist isn't doing anything.
Yeah, I
Otherwise.
can see that. It's there to die.
Yeah. Okay. The land kind of gives us a few options. They have left 4 mana up.
So I like
So we can go
the
Catgeist
wider
and a
approach
2.
here. Yeah.
And then, yeah, Quartermaster's a bit better later. I don't like going Nurturing Presence and Catgeist, because I feel like that overloads into a creature that could die to a removal right now.
Absolutely. I
So
think the best
think
play.
Infantry and Catgeist.
Absolutely.
Don't think it matters which way around I do it. No.
No, I think if they're going to kill the Lantern Bearer, they'll kill the Lantern Bearer anyway.
Yeah.
Which it looks like they might.
Yeah. But at least, like... Yeah. At least it's not exile removal, so we've still got the disturb on that. And then I think I still like infantry here. Yeah. Next turn, if they don't get rid of these, we can just Quartermaster and buff both, maybe. Whereas, it might be nice to Nurturing Presence and Lantern Bearer. That gives us another thing to Quartermaster.
With the way that they've attacked
Sharpshooter.
there. Oh, okay.
Okay, so 5 mana, so yeah, it's either Quartermaster or Lantern Bearer and Nurturing Presence. By Presence the Geist, it can attack. Yeah, and then I'd Shrink Disciple, and they can only block with Sharpshooter, which wouldn't kill it. I suppose the same could be said of Quartermastering.
I mean, you could Lantern Bearer the Geist, so the Sharpshooter has to block it. And
Yeah.
then Presence the infantry.
Yeah, that wouldn't let
Or,
infantry attack this turn. They'd just block with the Sharpshooter.
Hmm.
Maybe it is just Quartermaster this turn.
Yeah, that seems the best of both worlds.
But Hannah Montana, I like it, Jack. Yeah, so we'll attack with that. That can hold back. And
Shrink
then
the
shrink
disciple.
the disciple. At least this makes infantry a better blocker for like wolf as well. It just blanks it.
Mhm.
Then if they want to train their sharpshooter, they've not got blocks for what's going to end up being 2 flyers. Dig up just for a land. Okay, so now that exile removal's online.
So they've either got something that's double, yeah, I was gonna say double black like the exile removal, or the something like a 6-mana flourishing wolf, a flourishing hunter.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do that next turn.
Oh, the dog's moved slightly.
No, I'm having a scratch.
Okay. So they pass, so I think it's probably bleed dry. Which is super rough. What can I do? If they're going to exile anything, I kind of want it to be the quartermaster.
Hmm.
So I could Nurturing Presence the quartermaster. They bleed dry in
Just make
response, I go down a card.
and then you just Griff Rider, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is probably fine. That's kind of bad, but otherwise, like, if we don't want to open anything up to like a 2-for-1, it would just be like Heron this turn. I suppose that's not the worst. Could just Heron. Yeah. Hopefully we can, maybe if they can tap out. And then
Definitely a response though.
if I attacked with Geist, I could shrink one of their creatures and they trade another one for it. Do I just hold? Attack with all and tap Reach Dude.
Yeah, I like that.
I can't tap it, can I?
Oh, not tap. Yeah, not tap.
No,
I suppose you can
it
make
does -2, -A.
to make it 0.
Oh, I think you're thinking the white Geist. It is in this deck. So I think it's no attacks this turn. Yeah, no worries. They're both called Geists as well, so it's pretty easy to mix those two up.
There's lots of those different sort of attack effects, isn't there? Well, I think we've got.
Oh, Hero's Downfall. Okay, that's actually, yeah, that was way worse, despite being a an uncommon. Now they've kind of just left our flyers to do their thing. They haven't kept up a Wolf Strike. Swings 3/3. So what we got? We got 5. Could have 6, 7. Don't think we can kill them.
You block with the infantry to get the disturb, or are you?
Yeah,
happy with
I
that
mean the
bit?
disturb could be very good actually, because it gets us past that sharpshooter.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that might be fine. Okay, Jacob. We can't disturb and do anything else. Well, can't disturb the infantry. We could Nurturing Presence plus a 3-drop.
Not bad.
Yeah, so Presence... Oh, I suppose Presence could go on the Heron. We can grow it to 4 this turn. With a 3-drop as well. If we play the Griff Rider. That seems okay. Swing that. Really want our tapping rare.
That would be
That's
lovely.
been yeah, that's been a big hoser against all the any flying blockers.
We saw its effect on the sharpshooter earlier in the draft, which was
Yeah.
very helpful.
It's just so, when you've got so many flyers, it's so good because people just don't have tons of flying. They'll have like one that will hold you off. And if you can just get rid of that, then you're fine. So next turn, if we don't draw a land, What could we do? We can train the Griff Rider, which is good. I think we just take this. Try and amass, like, lethal with flyers.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, they can exile. They can't exile in response to his casting, because I think removing them from the graveyard is part of the casting cost. So, can I lethal in any way? They'll block one of our biggest things, and then they're just dead anyway, I think. We play, like, a creature. Just depends if they have removal. So I guess I'll go... Just...
Do you just double creature just because it's like the best for your board presence?
Yeah, I guess.
And it gives you
Does
the
let them
parent
exile
plus.
something from graveyard before I get to cast it, but that's fine. So if they've got removal, then an attack's not great, but not horrible. Throw the rider. I think we just swing all, make them have it at this point.
Yeah.
Still got a Geist back to chump block if we get, like, horribly blown out. GG. Nice.
Excellent.
What are we at now? 5 wins, I want to say?
This is feeling good.
Yeah, very good. How many rares did we get in this? 1, 2...
An amount. So Dorothea, the Dreamcatcher
oh yeah,
guy,
3.
the Jacob. That's it?
Just... yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
But good rares. Very good rares.
Oh, very good rares, yeah.
Obviously, Jacob isn't necessarily, like, 100% at home in this deck, but he's just good anyway.
I'm very impressed with him.
Oh, 6 wins. We're only 1 off against them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, generally, if the internet's not doing that, I'm thinking, like, if the Wi-Fi stretches far enough, if I go BRB to take them in the garden, maybe I can take my tablet with me, just so you can watch them, like, run around in the garden whilst I'm gone.
Ooh.
Might as well.
Hmm. I mean, as long as you don't location DDoS yourself, you're alright.
Yeah.
Or dock yourself, rather.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, I'm not, like... that'd be more of a problem if I was, like, a big streamer or, like, a controversial streamer or something. But, yeah, I don't think
our
I
chat's
could
made some
dock
pretty good
myself.
plays. I wouldn't put it past them to, you know, if they can figure out the old attackers and blockers, working out your house's location from the position of the sun might be something up their alleyway. I've seen one or two CSIs.
They're sat at home with sundials,
Yep.
like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there he is, Algeria. Yep, looks very good to me.
Oh, yes, I like this.
Yeah. Blocks us fire. Well, I suppose we can just play Geist. Moab. Getting ready to bark. There it is. Right back up again. Right, so they abraded our Geist, so guess we just play Binding Geist.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
He's not barking, but as soon as he's up there, I'm certain he's going to start barking.
Double mountain off the Reckless Impulse. Okay.
So we can shrink this. Doesn't let the infantry get in. 4 mana probably just means Heron. I think so.
Yep.
So we might as well
Post
swing
combat.
first.
Yeah.
Could bluff a trick. Yeah, I don't
they
mind
might.
bluffing a
Yeah,
trick.
I think that's not the worst thing in the world. They might have the haste vampires creature.
Yeah, that's
but...
true actually. Alright. They called the bluff. Arseholes. Feel like they should have played the mountain.
Oh, that'll.
No!
That is a thing.
Yeah. That needs to be imprisoned. Which makes stuff really awkward because of our white mana. I suppose we could stance it. Does that change anything? No. But maybe it's better to stance it.
I mean, it's a guaranteed stance target.
Yeah.
So you might as well.
Feels bad because it's mana inefficient. I don't really want to shrink their flame breather.
Yeah, some
Okay,
extra
so they're
white
red
mana
white.
to be able to Heron properly would be lovely.
Yeah. Goes to nighttime, 6 mana up. I don't know the instance in. I suppose it could be the cleave. Can't protect against that anyway.
Do you just go to combat, get some life off the Heron, and then...
I could Scattered Thoughts first. See what we draw.
Yeah, could do. They're counting the mana, so that's ominous.
Yeah. So we could let Bearer go to grave. I suppose we could let any of them go to grave. Don't really want a presence this turn, but maybe we still want that.
I think we
later.
still want that, definitely.
And then Binding Geist kind of does well on this board. So I think maybe keep the Binding Geist.
Yeah, I like that.
And then this turn, yeah, we'll try and do the lifelink. Yeah, there's. Just no braid though.
It's out of the way. And the thing is, they're probably drawing rolling white here.
Mm.
They weren't playing it before, so if this is not a combination of colours that generally draws lots of cards, so hopefully there's not a lot going on up here.
Yeah, there's like some impulsive draw, as it were, where you exile in red.
They'd already played the Reckless Impulse, and I don't know how many of them you would run.
There's a creature that does it as well, but yeah. So we can have 7 mana this turn. Want to get the Binding Geist out there, leaves us with 4 mana. Could Presence the infantry. Gets it past the Flame Breather. I don't hate that.
I don't hate that at all, no.
And then again, like, oh, didn't stick at all. Maybe they've not really got anything. And yeah, I think I just slam Geist.
Yeah.
I don't really want to bind the Flame Breather still. Keep it day as well. We don't benefit off it being night. Bit of a desperation play.
You just chump it with a spirit.
What do we take it?
I'd chump it against the red deck.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can't kill him next turn. Guess so. Jacob's nice if he lives. We go Jacob. Got 5 mana left.
Could Lantern Bearer onto the Geist to get it through.
Well, I could just Lantern Bearer the infantry at that point, I guess.
I guess, yeah, actually, that's probably more damage, isn't it?
Because guys still should get through anyway. I suppose not get through, but it'd force a chump. Nice. The one creature's gone. Got removal for another one. Alright. Didn't feel like a monumentous win for the last one there. Really felt like they didn't draw. They drew like too many lands or something.
I definitely felt like, because I think there was 3 turns in a row there where they probably drew a planes.
Yeah, and they must have had a good deck because they got all the way to like that bracket. But you know, win's a win.
Win's a win.